I had wandered my way into the park deeper than I had originally intended. It was, so, it was somehow so refreshing and fulfilling to be going somewhere that seemed to be nowhere, as if wide awake in a dream with some assurance that you are not really sleeping. If I ever felt I was really lost, I could have headed up one of those exit streets to either of the main roads bordering the park and be back into civilization again. Moreover, the apartment buildings were ever present, towering and peeking over from the distance. I stopped at this site not only because of the reflections of the apartments and the trees in the pond that I found irresistible, but also because of a patch of thin ice floating with some weed and decomposed leaves that is at the bottom of the painting here. It reminded me only too well of the experience I had with the thawing ice at the water's edge in Prospect Park in Brooklyn that thrust me into doing a painting of Morning Break. So when I reached here, I saw those apartment buildings, and these stood so majestically there, reflecting into this pond. But what captured me most was some thawing ice at the bottom here. And I so loved it. I wanted to make a watercolor study of it, which incidentally, I always planned would happen one day. But the background, like Fifth Avenue, this was the second of my smaller canvases. Like 92nd Fifth Avenue, I did the background with brush. The buildings were done in brush work. And I even did the reflections. So the painting was first done, sort of sketched with a brush. And then I finished all the brush work, and then I went back again, like Fifth Avenue, I went back again with my palette knife work into it to do the raised textures and the texture of the grass and so on and so on. I did my three-dimensional texturing.